Hurricane Iota pounded Central America last night, coming ashore as a catastrophic Category 4 storm. Iota hit the same region devastated just 2 weeks ago by Hurricane Eta.
The storm is blamed for at least one person's death in Colombia.
Skylar Henry has more on the latest with this storm and a record hurricane season.
Hurricane Iota unloaded heavy rain on parts of Central America. Hours after making landfall in Nicaragua as a Category 4 storm, packing winds of 155 miles per hour.
Iota is the strongest storm in the season so far to make landfall.
The United Nations warned of catastrophic mudslides and life-threatening floods in areas still recovering from another major hurricane almost 2 weeks ago.
Nicaragua, Honduras, other parts of Central America have not recovered from Hurricane Eta, and now they're being slammed by this new, terrific, powerful hurricane.
Overnight, members of the Colombian Navy loaded humanitarian aid onto boats for those affected. Members of the Nicaraguan Army carried babies and the elderly to higher ground. Virginia Moore from Nicaragua says she was afraid for her life. Forecasters expect Iota to take aim on Honduras and El Salvador, bringing heavy rainfall to the region over the next few days. Skylar Henry, CBS News.
Iota is the 30th named storm of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season, marking a record.